Next time is now. We're on the play. This is a mulligan because we only have one land, no traverse, or serum vision, so we're unlikely to develop very well. And I am just off of having two people quit matches after game one. So I'm a little annoyed. We both mulliganed. I don't really want a second Snapcaster Mage. This hand isn't doing anything great very quickly. Do I Stomping Ground Traverse? I do. We're gonna get ourselves an island. It's gonna thin the deck a little bit, and I really don't see Traverse being very good this game, other than getting a basic. So we may as well do it right now. If our opponent's on Tron, that was like the best case scenario, outside of the fact that they're probably going to run us over. Because we don't have any interaction for them right now. And this clock is way too slow. But anything even remotely aggressive probably would have run us over. A 2-3 Tarmogoyf into a Hooting Mandrills is not particularly good. I mean, maybe I forgot to not have Blood Moon in the main deck and we drew it. That was pretty much our out right here. It's also possible they just don't have anything. We are very likely to just get run over though, which is unfortunate, but hey, what are you gonna do? I would rather Tron steamroll me than have another affinity player or probably janky combo deck trying to cheat Emrakul or something into play player quit a match against me. Because that was kind of annoying. I don't really want to post those kinds because they're pretty shitty. I didn't actually get through the first game, so that's super duper lame. I mean, at least if I get through a game, it's somewhat adequate, but come on. You're gonna quit before you're even dead, and then you just quit the match entirely? That's not cool, guys. I sideboarded. I thought about things. And then you left. So that's my rant. They are cycling through their deck because apparently they don't have anything good as a payoff card yet. So we are in that scenario where we might steal this one. I really don't think we deserve to win this game because our clock is way too slow. It's just so unbelievably slow. Bolt, and then exile some things. Not bad. We can't save the Goyf outside of Vapor snagging it, and I'm just going to slam a Hooting Mandrills anyway, so that's fine. Turns out this is probably red-green Tron. I'm going to flash in a Snapcaster Mage. And then go to us. I momentarily forgot that the graveyard was being exiled and Hoots wouldn't come down easily, but we made it. I have a second red source. Do I need a third green source? I really don't need any of these. It's somewhat relevant, our life total, but not really. I'm just going to get a breeding pool. We're going to hit for 2 and hope they can't interact. If they can, we basically just lose the game. But if I don't slam this Hooting Mandrills right now and put the shields down, we probably lose the game. So we're gonna play to the out of them having nothing. Because that's all we can do. That's an O-Stone, that's something. We basically just lost. I can bounce Hoots back to my hand. Yeah, that's our next out. We're gonna keep playing to the slight chance of victory that we have. They got us a life with that Grove of the Burn Willows, and we're gonna take it away with a Vapor Snag. Do I bolt them? I don't think I bolt them just in case they have a Karn. Hoots comes back. We are going to fight this out to the bitter end. This is actually quite fun. I know I'm getting curb stomped right now, but I am somehow enjoying this. I'm just gonna do my best to not lose, I guess. No, I want to win. I'm not aiming for not lose. These are all I want to win plays. I'm gonna give myself the biggest chance of winning that I can get. Unfortunately for me, that is a very, very small percentage. But hey, we're gonna bash in. They're gonna crack O-Stone. We're gonna play Delver. They didn't crack O-Stone. I don't know why. They have the mana. I'm not playing Delver. Sanctum of Ugin. Now if they have anything, they get 2 anythings. Now they probably do it. Get themselves a land. This is a game in which, if Sanctum of Ugin was Eye of Ugin, this Tron player would be kicking my shit in. So that happens. Post-combat, I didn't want to transform at Xmage. Just want to cast my dude. We are not going to play the Steam Vents because maybe they think I have Deprive in my deck. Transform off of a Lightning Bolt? That's neither a Transform or a Lightning Bolt. We're still live to win, guys. We can do it. I believe in us. Do I want to play one of these lands? Maybe. I'll play this tapped. Who knows? We might have Cryptic. This mountain could be a Cryptic. That's relevant. That's a hard counter. And bounce a Tron land? Man. Not gonna reveal that. Because if we do, they probably kill the Delver. And they get information. So I think it's best to just do that. I don't want to play this mountain. They are drawing lands for days. Just all of the days. Lands. Serum Visions is something I'll reveal because I'm going to play it anyways. I didn't want to show them the Stubborn Denial because then they know our cards aren't great. Well, I'm not going to denial that. Second Bolt, okay. Snapcaster and another Burn Spell get there. I don't want to see either of these. We're going to play that because we have nothing better to do. We can almost get there, guys. We're so close. I can't believe how unlucky this poor Tron player has been. Okay, they got more lands. We're just going to hold on to these bolts in case of Karn. Okay, Simic Charm is actually a good draw because then my threat can outlive an O-Stone. So now we just need a Tarmogoyf and we can win. That's it. We also need them to blank on 5 cards off of an Ancient Stirrings, but it is entirely possible. We got here. We can get farther. Wormcoil is bad for us. Wormcoil is very bad for us. That's going to get a Fate counter. We're going to have to end up bouncing that. They might gain life too quickly for us to be able to kill them. Disrupting Shoal is extremely live right now, though. We have 7 lands. We can counter cards with a CMC of 5 or less. All of their relevant stuff starts at 6. So, we already used Vapor Snag, so that out is gone of bounce, Vapor Snag, bolt, bolt, draw, bolt. We have to Simic Charm the Vapor Snag to stop them from gaining life. Simic Charm. Return that. I really don't think we can win this game anymore, but we're going to make them work for their win. We played it this long, we're going to keep going. Yeah, Vapor Snag is the only out I could theoretically have. Other than like an Electrolyze, but don't have a second Vapor Snag, don't have an Electrolyze. I can double bolt the Worm Coil. Do I double bolt the Worm Coil? It prolongs the game. I'm straight up just going to double bolt the Worm Coil. Look at all the mana our opponent has. 6, 15, 15 and 8, 23, 24, 25, 26 mana available for our opponent. They can tutor up and hardcast an Emrakul without the Eye of Ugin discount. Naturally, Eye of Ugin's not legal, but that's just one of the things they can do with all of that mana. Now we're basically dead. I actually should have played this Scalding Tarn to get a land out of our deck, but I find it very, very unlikely that at this point there's anything we can do. Do I shoal that? I'm just going to be a pain in the ass. X equals 2. Maybe I should have concealed that information, but I'm probably siding it out. It's okay against Expedition map, but late game it's horrendous. Of course, against Tron you don't usually want to play for the late game. That happens. I'm not going to scoop, I'm going to make them do it. Okay, well. That's not a land that we could have gotten out of our deck. Actually, the only thing we can fetch is a basic island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 mana producing lands, and totally gonna stubborn denial this. They've already seen Hooting Mandrill, so we're giving up very little by showing them that we have stubborn denial. If they know anything about Delver, they're familiar with this already. I just want to have fun and play these cards. Can we skip the stack? Thanks. Whew. So yeah, that was a game. We almost did it. I'm actually really proud of us. We played to them out. They exile our Scalding Tarn. We could throw the... Actually, no, we can't even fetch Shock because we're out of Shocks. We can't kill ourselves here. Oh, we don't even get to go out on our own terms. How unfortunate is that? I can't believe they whiffed for so long, though. Jeez. This poor Tron player is basically the least lucky fellow there ever was. He almost lost. And I had a really bad lineup. Okay. We can fetch Tarfire ourselves and go to 1. Grove of the Burn Willows kept us alive. Otherwise, we could knock ourselves out. Anyways. That was fun. We almost were close to having it. Actually, I'd say we were pretty close to having it. We want Artifact Hate. Engineered Explosives. This is one of those matchups where Engineered Explosives is just way worse than Revelry. You can put it on 1 and deal with a map for 3 mana if they don't have their 2 mana to activate the map up. It's pretty bad. And most of their artifacts are way more expensive than we can deal with. You can pay 5 mana to deal with an O-Stone if they tap out. Revelry does it for 2 and does 2 damage. So yeah, that's bad. Blood Moon, my friend. Turning off Tron lands. I usually like at least 1 Huntmaster for threat density. And Traverse seems pretty good, although it seems a lot worse once we've seen main deck Relic of Progenitus. Maybe a second Huntmaster because of the graveyard hate we witnessed. Definitely going to cut a Snapcaster, maybe both. Against... See, if we didn't see the Graveyard Hate, it's still decently likely that they would bring in Graveyard Hate, but now we already know that they have main deck relics, maybe even 4 main deck relics, maybe they have even more. Our graveyard is going to be really taxed. I don't think I want these snaps. Huntmaster is slow, excuse me, so he's not the best card you could have against Tron, but their lightning bolts are going to be hitting Delvers. Excuse me. They're going to combine with relics to take out Goyf. It's not too unlikely that we stick a Huntmaster. And he can do serious work. Vapor Snag and Simic Charm are going to stay. Dismember's not a good card here. I like to sort, so let's do that. We need to cut 4 cards. Thought Scour is like the single best card you could ever have. I'm actually going to keep Shoal, because I think I can pitch for 1 often enough to make it at least decent to slow them down. Snare's not great, but it counters Sylvan Scrying. They're not Eldrazi Tron, so they don't run those 2 CMC Eldrazi themed removal spells, Warping Whale and something about distorting +3 -3. I don't remember the name. It's not exactly relevant. I don't really even care. Mana Leak on the play seems at least okay. We'll cut 1. We're going to be tapping out a lot. Stubborn Denial counters almost every payoff card they have. So that's good. Maybe I just cut some Traverses and go as low to the ground as possible. We have Blood Moon, we have Huntmaster. I really need to hit my land drops. We're going to cut a Traverse and a Spell Snare. See how that goes. Lock it in. Bolt's bad. Bolt is bad. Okay, we'll do that. I think you should cut 2 bolts, but I didn't notice I had them in nearly soon enough. We'll keep this. We have turn 1 Traverse. Turn 2 Goyf. Seems at least okay. Hopefully they don't have Natural Tron. If they don't have it, we have a shot. If they do have it, as you saw last game, we still have at least a shot. So we're gonna go for it and see how we do. I like cashing in that Traverse as early as possible. It looks like Natural Tron is on its way. Do we hold up Mana Leak? No. It's very unlikely that they're going to do much. Oh, we don't hold up Mana Leak anyways, because I have a Goyf to play. I was thinking Goyf was already in play. That's silly. Back to you, sir. Yep, they have it. Well, what are you going to do? Ooh, Ancient Grudge is a good one. We're going to hold up Mana Leak, because I think this is a very good time to be holding up a Mana Leak. Catch a Karn. Then Stubborn Denial becomes live. Seems like good stuff. We could just get blown out of the water, but we're going to go for it. That is something I like countering. Bam. Creature in the bin. Make that a 4/5. It's a 5/6. They had already cracked the map, so maybe I would... Oh, Instant. Instant from the leak. That was the other card type. Man, that's a big Goyf. Big, big Goyf. Get in there. We're going to hold up Stubborn Denial because it counters almost every relevant payoff card that they have. We can always Ancient Grudge a Wormcoil, bolt the token with Death Touch, and hold up Denial for the next thing. Wow, I planned that out well. Talk about looking ahead. Pretty happy with myself. That's something we can't deal with. That's not very nice. Excuse me, sir. That, unfortunately, is just going to resolve. I should have bolted him in response. Yep. Slight misplay on our part. We're going to Thought Scour. Oh. Yeah, about that. Hey! Okay, we bash in. And we might get him to block. He probably has to block. Yeah, we're going to shock. Bolt his dude. He needs to do stuff if he wants it back. Specifically pay 3 mana plus another 7. And sack a land. That's going to be hard to do. Delver or Serum Visions. I'm leaning towards Delver because if it flips... No, if it flips, we don't straight up win the game. Do we hold up Denial? Maybe we hold up Denial. We're going to hold up Denial. Oh, that gives him the mana and lands that he needs to recur World Breaker. Ancient Stirrings. Do we counter that? If he finds a Worm Coil, we can kind of sort of deal with it. I think we're going to let it resolve. Every other payoff card that he could find, Denial deals with, so I don't think we Denial the Stirrings. I think it's better to let him find Chromatic Star. Isn't something that was on my radar. Okay. I forgot about Ulamog, which means that we should have countered the Ancient Stirrings, just in case. Them having Ulamog already in hand makes it entirely irrelevant. Unfortunately, we lost the game. No two ways about it. Unless some sort of miracle happens. That was technically bad sequencing. I should have visions before playing the Delver or the second land, just in case we drew something relevant. But we're going to keep going, and I am 90% sure we're super duper dead. That Ulamog was so good. Ooh, Sudden Shock. That's a card you don't see often these days. You don't see red-green Tron often these days, but hey. We're going to go to 7. Serum Visions didn't matter because of Ulamog. Yeah, pretty much everything we do is pointless right now. That's okay. We gave it our best shot. Unfortunately, they had the perfect mix of World Breaker to deal with our interaction and slow us down just enough, and then Ulamog, the only card that could get through our interaction. That'll do. GG. That was fun. That'll probably be all for this week. I have work I should probably get to, but Magic's really fun. I also could use some water. Alright, that'll do, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. We did 0-2 against Tron just there, but I think we played pretty well, except for letting that Stirrings resolve. Not that it mattered, but we still should have countered it, because I think it was the right play regardlessly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I still did, and I will see you next time, hopefully.